Hey ladies, so I wanted to come on real quick because some of you had questions about posting and how to get engagement on posts and what to post, when to post, all of that. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that, okay? And I'm not gonna go into like super detail. I'm happy to get on the phone and chat with you guys about it if you would like more details. And I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means. But I have been doing this for 15 months and I've learned so much from people on our team and just through experience, right? So the first thing that I want to say is what I do is on Sunday nights, I plan out my posts, okay? This allows me, when I'm finished, to kind of see the big picture and make sure that all my posts aren't Plexus related. So I literally sit down with my calendar Sunday through Saturday. I start with Monday and I write down an AM post and a PM post, AM post, PM post. The best times to post, by the way, when I say AM and PM, are typically between 7 and 9 AM, 7 and 9 PM. And that can change and it depends on your audience and where you're at, obviously, but that's kind of the general guideline. And so what I do is I make sure that I have one Plexus post and one personal post. What you can do to start off, I've suggested this to some of you. This is kind of what I did when I started planning out my posts because I needed a pattern and something that would allow me to just not have to think so hard, I guess, when I'm posting. So on Mondays, I would do a motivational post and not just going on Google and finding an image or a quote that spoke to me, but thinking about, okay, how is this quote or this motivational quote, how is this inspiring me? How do I want it to inspire my audience? How can it relate to me? Because that's what people want to see. They want to be able to connect with you. They want to be able to relate to you. So think about that. Don't just like grab something, copy and paste it. That's okay to do sometimes, but I just wouldn't do it all the time. So Monday motivation, Tuesday, you could do a Tuesday testimony. If you think about your friends, again, think about your audience. Who's watching you? Who's reading your posts? I have a friend with hyperthyroidism, so sometimes I'll grab those posts. Like, I know she's watching, and I mentioned it to her, but she has not bit the bait yet. So sometimes I'll post those. I'll go to the Plexus Wellness page, search, find a testimony, put that in. If you have a friend who just had a baby, you could find something on that. Any of them. So there's several testimonies on Plexus Wellness page. Just go and type that in. If you need help, I can help you with that. Wednesday, you could do some kind of Wednesday wellness. Maybe it's a healthy recipe. Maybe it's just a tip on leading a healthy lifestyle, like being active or drinking water, whatever that may be. Thursday, I forget what I used to do. I don't know, something. And then you could do like, Flashback Friday. It doesn't have to be that. And when I say plan out my posts, it's more of a guide. So if something comes up, like yesterday, we went to the market with my mom and I had a post plan, but I didn't use that post because I was in the moment and I wanted to post something about going to the market with my mom and my kids eating ice cream for dinner, which was a terrible idea. So I hope you get the gist when I'm talking about the plan and using it as a guide, okay? What else was I going to say? I have notes written down, but I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute and there's so many good things. Let me gather my thoughts. Okay, I know what I was gonna say. Another thing I do is in my notes app, if I think of a post throughout the day that I really want to do, or if I see somebody else's post on our team that I really love, I'll screenshot it or copy and paste it into my notes app. Excuse me. And then that way, when I go to plan out my posts on Sunday night, I can just copy and paste that into a post and it's done, okay? All right, engagement. A lot of you have asked, how do I get more engagement? What's going on? So when you post, the first 15 to 20 minutes are the most crucial time. So when I post, I'm kind of always by my phone for the first 20 to 30 minutes, because if somebody comments on my post, I immediately comment back. Even if it's something that's not really open-ended, I'll just like leave an emoji, because once you hit 4 comments, I think it's 4, that's when it starts to show up in people's newsfeed, okay? So always reply to people's comments on your posts. Also, you need to be engaging in other people's posts. So not just clicking like all the time, but like commenting, hey, I love your shirt. Where did you get that? So that way they respond. Or if it's about their baby, like, oh, that's such a beautiful bow. I love it. It's so adorable. Tell me where I can find that. So I usually take about 10 to 20 minutes, which is probably more than I should, a day to kind of scroll through Facebook and engage in people's posts. You can also, there's an app that you can download. It's called Doe. You do have to pay for it, and I'm happy to chat more about that. But anyway, when people's names, it gives you people's names to engage with and reach out to through your Facebook friends list, and that's when I'll engage in their posts as well. So I think that was it for now. Oh, last thing. Okay, so when you are posting about Plexus, try to spark some curiosity. Don't be like, oh, I'm like the Plexus guru and Plexus this and Plexus that. There are great graphics. Yes, I agree, like for, our New Balance, but here's what I try to stay away from. Sometimes I will do this, but don't do this all the time. They make great graphics, but don't just slap a graphic that says like Plexus Active or Plexus Balance as your post, okay? Because what's gonna happen is when you start doing that all the time, people are gonna keep scrolling and keep scrolling, okay? Remember, try to connect people in with you. So take a selfie or try to be creative, and that's where following other diamonds or Megan Malakovic or people on our team is really helpful, because you can see how they post and how they spark curiosity amongst their followers. So I think that is it. I'm going to stop there, and let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.